goal and 3 assists for 4 points. He is also deactivated left wing. The veteran is Shea Carey. Defenseman Rick Siegel remains on the shelf with an injury. The Bumblebees have reactivated today center John Champlain, who was deactivated in Battle Creek's last 2 games. Champlain will center the Bumblebees' #1 combination of Max Noskroff on left wing and Tony Lampo on right wing. Also making his Bumblebees debut today will be defenseman Cade Way. Way 5'10", 176 pounds. He hails from Devon, Alberta. Cade Way will make his debut on the Bumblebees defense on this Sunday afternoon matinee affair against Watertown. This is the first of 3 12:35 Sunday matinee affairs to be hosted by the Bumblebees here at the rink Battle Creek in this season of 2019 and 2020 as Watertown makes its 3rd and final appearance here this season. There'll be 2 more meetings remaining between these 2 teams, and both of those will be later in the season in Watertown, New York. Meanwhile, for the Bumblebees, will enter today's action in 5th place in the West Division. Checking the standings in that West Division, Carolina on top with 21 points. The reigning champions are 7-1. They've won 3 in a row. They completed a sweep of a 2-game home series this weekend against Danville. Danville and Columbus are now tied for 2nd place. Both teams with 12 points. Danville at the beginning of the season impressively with a 4-game winning streak. Now in the throes, the woes, the travail of a 4-game losing streak. Columbus meanwhile has climbed into a share of 2nd place with the Dashers. The River Dragons with a 4th 3-1 record for 12 points. For your with 10 points, and then come the Bumblebees with none. In the Eastern Division, Watertown has seized sole control of the top spot by virtue of their 7-game winning streak. Mentor meanwhile saw their 5-game win streak dissolve last night on home ice by expansionist Eastern Division. Cellar-dwelling Delaware as the Thunder surprised the Icebreakers 3-2 to salvage a split in that 2-game weekend home-and-home series. So it's Watertown at 7-1 for 21 points. Mentor is 6-2 with 18 points. Elmira an 8-3 victory as they demolished Canterbury last night. The Enforcers, who have not only one of their last half-dozen dates, in 3rd place with 12 points. Then it's Canterbury with 8. Delaware, which severed, halted a 5-game skid last night, brings up the rear in the Eastern Division with a 2-6 record for 6 points. Longest winning streak of the season belongs to Watertown. They have won 7 in a row. Carolina has won 3 straight entering today's action. It's a Sunday matinee affair in the 3rd and final game of a 3-game series here at the rink, Battle Creek, as the Bumblebees continue in their quest with zest to capture that elusive initial victory as a bona fide franchise in the FPHL in this 2019-2020 season. It's Bumblebees and Watertown. We're back with more after we pause for a moment. This is Bumblebees Hockey on 102.7 FM, the Bat One.
Not quite ready for the holidays? Warm up to the season with McCafe donut sticks with chocolate dipping sauce and go from this.
Okay, Janice, I'm going to need you to take your holiday spirit from a 10 to a 2 before I pop your inflatable snowman.
To this.
Janice, these holiday decorations are a revelation. Oh, want to wear our matching light-up sweaters to the tree lighting ceremony tonight?
Warm up to the holidays with light, flaky donut sticks, now with new chocolate dipping sauce and the cinnamon cookie latte only from McCafe. Good is brewing. At participating McDonald's for a limited time.
The holidays. Time for hot cocoa, mistletoe, and spreading joy. A different kind of joy. The joy of pushing your limits on snowy mornings.
You feel that, Peloton? That's greatness.
The joy of getting the right motivation when you think you can't go any further.
Don't back down now.
The joy of giving it all you've got. Until tomorrow. Because our kind of joy will keep you coming back for more.
Peloton, way to work. Great job, everybody.
This holiday, give the gift of Peloton at onepeloton.com.
One.
Terry McCrellan rejoining live on the Rink Battle Creek Report. Today's action, the Sunday matinee, the third and final game of this three-game series featuring the Rumblebees and the Watertown Wolves. Watertown with a 7-1 record. They have won 7 in a row, and they're undefeated on the road this season with a perfect 4-0 record. Last weekend in their first sojourn abroad, they scrubbed the Dashers in Danville by results of 3-2 and 5-3, and they of course have trumped each of the first 2 dates this weekend by results. Friday night a 5-2, last night a shutout behind goalkeeper Jeremy Palmerville's 22 saves, 5-0. Watertown enters today's act with a 7-1 record and 21 points. They lead second place Mentor by 3 points. Third place Elmira by 9 points. Their head coach is Paul McLean, and he has certainly a significant arsenal of goal-scoring expertise, spearheaded by right wing Tyler York, the 27-year-old 7-year veteran who has amassed 118 goals in his last 111 FPHL games, including 11 snipes in his club's first 8 games this season. York has also been named the #1 star in each of the first 2 games in this series. His line mate center Derek Pro is also among the top 5 in the league scoring derby this season. Defenseman Kyle Powell is the league's top scoring defenseman after he maestroed a masterful 4-assist performance last night as one of the major catalysts in Watertown's second straight win this weekend here in Battle Creek. Watertown, of course, is a veteran franchise in this league, embarking on this new season of 2019 and 2020. Now for Watertown, not in uniform today will be defenseman Justin Coachman. Also not in uniform, forwards Austin Peachtree and Tyler Prendergrass. Also not in uniform today, center Lane King. We expect Blake Scott to receive his second start of the season in goal today for the Wolves. Scott, a 27-year-old second-year pro from Liberty University. He will be in goal today. Joe Palmerville, who recorded his 6th win of the season last night for second most in the league, will have the day off. He will serve as the backup goalkeeper for head coach Paul McLean's contingent. Blake Scott will get the call in goal today. He is 1-0 with a 3.00 goals against average. For the Rumblebees, Joel Eisenhower gets the call from head coach Clint Hagmeyer. Eisenhower is 6 foot, 174 pound, 24-year-old second-year pro from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. He was the first player ever signed by this Battle Creek FPHL franchise. He had 3 stints last season in this league with Mentor, as well as in the ECHL with the Reading Royals. Eisenhower in goal today for Battle Creek. Scott in goal today for Watertown. Today's action is live from the Rink Battle Creek Military Appreciation Day. All military and their families get their tickets for only $5 on the Sunday matinee affair at the rink. This is Rumblebees and Watertown. And when we come back, Battle Creek Rumblebees General Manager Adam Steele will join us next. This is Rumblebees Hockey on 102.7 FM, the Fat One.
Introducing the Capital One Walmart Rewards Card. Earn unlimited back
on everything you buy at Walmart online. It's the perfect card for all your family's hints this holiday season. Like 5% back on the air fryer Grandpa told you about when he fell asleep in his chair.
You fry anything?
Or 5% back on the laptop your sister had carolers sing to you. The Capital One Walmart Rewards Card. Earn unlimited rewards, including 5% back at Walmart online. What's in your wallet?
Terms and exclusions apply.
In Sweden, and Joel last year a bunch of games in this league as well as in the ECHL and SPHL. So I think that's been our bedrock right now, and we got to get all the other cylinders firing.
The team needs to respond in spirit and in energy, certainly, when they see such great goaltending from their teammates.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, that's one thing that I think has been getting a little bit better over the past couple of weeks is that nobody's really pumping anybody's tires. So that makes me think there's a couple things wrong that we've got to get to the bottom of. It's not just on the ice. And we're going to be doing some soul searching in the next couple of days, and hopefully we have a fun today.
Tony Rappo has been impressive, Adam. Certainly, sometimes, though, it appears that he might be doing it by himself out there, but you can see the talent, you can see the ability, and he could be a real asset to this hockey club.
Yeah, we think so. I mean, we had the opportunity to pick up Tony this week. He got released in the SPHL, and I think he's a major talent, Division I Swedish player, and, he comes over from Finland. I mean, really, really sharp guy. I think we're using him the best way we can. I think we got to find a couple guys that can actually skate with him, because the guys he was skating with the past days are just not as swift of foot. So I think finding the right line mates for him to complement his game are going to be huge for us to find today.
Adam, from the general manager's perspective, this is the third game of this series and the last home game for about 2.5 weeks. 6-game road mission awaits this hockey club after today. What are you looking for from this hockey club today in Game 3?
Well, I mean, today they have to realize that this is kind of a situation where they need to win. We need to pump goals in, otherwise more changes have to be made. And then it gives us a couple of weeks on the road. And I know some of the trips are going to be long. We're going out to Connecticut, we're going out to Danville, we're going out to Carolina. It's a really, really long road trip over, a week and a half. And, maybe that's time for these guys to bond. Maybe that's, time for these guys to get together, although, 9 games into the season. But either way, we need to find a way to get things to gel a lot better. And like I said, if we can't do it today, then more changes have to be made.
It's nice to halt Watertown's 7-game winning streak today. They haven't lost since opening night back on October 25th.
Yeah, that's very true, but they're no slouch team. I mean, they've got, some great veteran guys on this team. Palmenville's been, lights out in net on the other side. We got to find a way to solve him, or I don't even know if they're going to break tonight, but, why would you switch? I mean, their lineup is fantastic. You knock one of their top guys out on Friday night, and they're still firing on 5 cylinders, and obviously they fired in 5 goals. So, we're going to try and switch things up tonight and see what happens.
Good luck today, Adam. Look at these guys.
Thanks, Vic. Appreciate it.
Adam Steele, general manager of the Rumblebees, our special guest for the pregame show. It's Game 3 today, the Rumblebees at Watertown. We're back with more after we pause for a moment. This is Rumblebees Hockey on 102.7 FM, the Fat One.
Not quite ready for the holidays? Warm up to the season with McCafe donut sticks with chocolate dipping sauce and go from this.
Okay, Janice, I'm going to need you to take your holiday spirit from a 10 to a 2 before I pop your inflatable snowman.
To this.
Janice, these holiday decorations are a revelation. Oh, want to wear our matching light-up sweaters to the tree lighting ceremony tonight?
Warm up to the holidays with light, flaky donut sticks, now with new chocolate dipping sauce and the cinnamon cookie latte only from McCafe. Good is brewing. At participating McDonald's for a limited time.
Introducing the Capital One Walmart Rewards Card. Earn unlimited 5% back on everything you buy at Walmart online. It's the perfect card for all your family's hints this holiday season. Like 5% back on the air fryer Grandpa told you about when he fell asleep in his chair.
You fry anything?
Or 5% back on the laptop your sister had carolers sing to you. The Capital One Walmart Rewards Card. Earn unlimited rewards, including 5% back at Walmart online. What's in your wallet?
Terms and exclusions apply. Capital One NA.
Terry Piccarelli rejoining you live from the Great Battle Creek for tonight's action. I should say the Sunday matinee, the Humblebees in Watertown, the third and final game of this three-game series. For the Wolves, not in uniform on Sunday, forwards Austin Petrie and Tyler Pendergrass. Also not in uniform today, center Lane King and defenseman Justin Coachman. Blake Scott, the 27-year-old second-year pro from Liberty University, receives the starting nod in goal today for head coach Paul McLean. It'll be only Scott's second start of the season. He won his only previous start last weekend over Danville 5-3. He has a 3.00 goals against average. Jeremy Bombadil, with his league's second-best 6 victories, will be the understudy today for the Wolves. Blake Scott in goal today for Watertown. For the Humblebees, not in uniform today, deactivated. Center Nate Margits, left wing Shea Carey. On the injured list, defenseman Rick Siegel. The Humblebees have reactivated center John Champlain, who had been withheld from action the first 2 games in this series. Also making his Battle Creek debut on defense is Hayden Way, 5'10", 176 pounds, a 22-year-old right-hand shooting defenseman who hails from Devon, Alberta. Way will be making his debut on head coach Clint Hagmeyer's defense. Joel Eisenhower will receive the start in goal today for Battle Creek. He is 6 foot, 174 pounds, a 24-year-old second-year pro from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Eisenhower is 0-2 in his first 2 starts thus far this season. This will be his 3rd start of this 2019-2020 campaign. Team number 9 for both these teams, the Humblebees and the horrid first place Watertown Wolves. This is the 3rd of 5 meetings this season between the 2 teams. The last 2 will be in Watertown. They, of course, lead the series 2-0. Elsewhere in the FDHL on Sunday, one more game, a 3 p.m. matinee at Mentor, Ohio, where the Icebreakers will host Danville. Danville in the travail of a 4-game losing streak. Meanwhile, Mentor had its 5-game win streak severed on home ice last night when they were upended by Delaware 3-2. Elsewhere last night in the FDHL here in Battle Creek, the Humblebees were blanked by Watertown 5-0. In Port Huron, the Growlers pounded Columbus 6-3. In Carolina, they won 2 straight, both by replica result again last night over Danville 4-1. As we mentioned, it was Delaware 3, Mentor 2, and in Danbury, the hat-tricks were crushed by Elmira 8-3. You're tuned up and tuned in. Today's FPHL Interdivisional Encounter comes to you live from the rink, Battle Creek. This is the Battle Creek Humblebees colliding with the Watertown Wolves. My name is Terry Piccarelli saying, see you at game time on 102.7 FM, The Fat One.
Just in time for Sizzling Sprint Week. Now through Sunday, November 17th, get a free 49-inch LG 4K TV when you lease the LG G8X ThinQ Plus dual screen for just $15 per month. That's right, a free TV. Hurry in, this offer won't last long. Visit your local Sprint store now through November 17th and take advantage of this offer while supplies last. Phone $15 per month after 1621 per month credit. Apply within 2 bills. Requires 18-month lease, new line activation, and approved credit. If you cancel early, remaining balance due. Excludes tax, TV, and screen. Require online registration. Ships from LG. Not available in store. Subject to up to $30 activation fee. Restrictions apply.
The holidays. Time for hot cocoa, mistletoe, and spreading joy. A different kind of joy. The joy of pushing your limits on snowy mornings.
You feel that, Peloton? That's greatness.
The joy of getting the right motivation when you think you can't go any further.
Don't back down now.
The joy of giving it all you've got. Until tomorrow. Because our kind of joy will keep you coming back for more.
Peloton, way to work. Great job, everybody.
This holiday, give the gift of Peloton at onepeloton.com.
Introducing the Capital One Walmart Rewards Card. Earn unlimited 5% back on everything you buy at Walmart online. It's the perfect card for all your family's hints this holiday season. Like 5% back on the air fryer Grandpa told you about when he fell asleep in his chair.
You fry anything.
Or 5% back on the laptop your sister had carolers sing to you. The Capital One Walmart Rewards Card. Earn unlimited rewards, including 5% back at Walmart Online. What's in your wallet?
Terms and exclusions apply. Capital One NA.
Not quite ready for the holidays? Warm up to the season with McCafe donut sticks with chocolate dipping sauce and go from this.
Okay, Janice, I'm going to need you to take your holiday spirit from a 10 to a 2 before I pop your inflatable snowman.
To this.
Janice, these holiday decorations are a revelation. Oh, want to wear our matching light-up sweaters to the tree lighting ceremony tonight?
Warm up to the holidays with light, flaky donut sticks, now with new chocolate dipping sauce and the cinnamon cookie latte only from McCafe. Good is brewing. At participating McDonald's for a limited time.
All set for today's FPHL interdivisional encounter featuring the Battle Creek Bumblebees as they clash with the Watertown Wolves. The referee is Paul Sheen and Eric Volvic. The linesmen are Jeff Flanagan and Nick Sharippa. And with the color guard here on the ice and before the starting lineups for the opening faceoff for today's game, the Rumblebees and Watertown, our national anthem. Terry McNally live from the rink. Battle Creek, the starting line for today's game for Watertown. In goal to our right, Blake Scott. Opening on the defense for the opening on the defense. Now we'll start over. In goal to our right will be Blake Scott. Scott will be in goal today. He will open on the defense. Will be Marvin Powell, and he'll be joined on the back line by Preston Kugler. The forward line at center, Liam Little. Left wing, Michael Desjardins. Right wing, Dallas Desjardins. That's your starting lineup for the Wolves. For the Rumblebees in goal to our left will be Joel Eisenhower. Opening on the defense in his debut will be Hayden Wade. He'll be joined on the back line by the bulwark, the Rampart on the back line, Dave Nicoletti. The forward line at center, Carl Munson. Left wing, Malcolm Sander. Right wing, Ryan Alvis. The referees are Paul Jean and Eric Holbeck. The linesmen are Jeff Flanagan and Nick Sharippa. Joel Eisenhower will be in goal to our left for the Rumblebees, and Blake Scott will be in goal to our right for the Wolves. Both coaches, Clint Hagmar for Battle Creek, Paul McLean for Watertown, opting to employ their second goaltenders today. Bumblebees in West with zest to their first ever victory. This is Team 9. They're 0-8, 0-7 at home. Watertown has not lost since opening night, October 25th. They have won 7 consecutively. From the face-off, the puck into the Watertown zone on the left defense, Preston Kugler. Right in front of his own goal, he swept it back into the Rumbley zone. Controlled by Hayden Way in his debut. He at his own line, steps out to center. From right wing, he stoked one deep into Watertown territory, scampering after the on-goal Malcolm Sander. He set it up in the crevice of trailing Munson. Now Munson wheels at the left boards. Outside rim of the circle, the shot. That's right on. And Scott sealing the short side close to the door with that left catching glove. No further play. Just underway. First minute, first period games. Columbus Rumblebees been outscored 17-5 in the first period this season, 12-3 at home, and in this series they've been outscored by the count of 5-1. From the face-off, the puck to the neutral zone. Kyle Powell with 4 assists last night on the right defense. Rink fought on left wing of the Rumblebee line for Lucas, halted by Susiu, cleared the zone. Center zone again, Powell in the middle at center at Eric Boudreau. He dances into the Rumblebee line. He will coil on the right wing board to the blue line. Stolen there by Ned. Ned is a breakaway at center. Ned over the line. He's in over with a shot. A great save by the netminder, Blake Scott. He robbed Karn deep net on a clear-cut breakaway after Ned had purloined the puck from Kyle Powell, the league's top scoring defenseman, at the right point at the Rumblebee blue line, right in front of their bench, across the way from us, and he was coast to coast on the breakaway in the straightaway, and Scott foiled Karn deep net on that clear-cut breakaway. Based on right of Scott and the Watertown goal, we're still scoreless. John Champlain in the face-off, opposing Cameron Dimmick, won by Champlain, left point for Bush Anderson, left board now for Nuskopf, sets it up for Lempo. Lempo now wheels along the right wing boards, he'll swivel it. He'll set it up right point for Mini shot! Right on Scott to see Champlain. Nuskopf converging at the crease in the confluence for the Rumblebees. Rebound will come to centers. Mini backs it up into his own zone on the right defense. Gino Mini in the middle at center. Lampo, who braces in over that Watertown line. He'll spin to the right wing half wall. He was cymbal smacked into an accordion by two Watertown players, Marvin Powell and Liam Little, but it's contained right point by Mini. Left point for Bush Anderson, snaked off his stick, slithers back to the Rumblebee line. Retrieved by Bush Anderson. From the center line, he will deliver it behind that Watertown goal. They control Al Powell. Angles on left wing at his own line for Bagadoo. Rink quad on right wing at center for Devin. He was halted by Munson, who gains the line. Centering pass. Now Sander from the top of the slot auditions. Ted Rink, corner for Alvis. Rumblebees deep in the zone. Now Munson on the right board. Back center point for Nicoletti. The shot. Oh, right on. Scott the save. Sander was right there. Crowding the crease, creating a crush. Back comes Watertown their way. Devaney through center. He wheels into the Rumblebee line, swerving for the right circle. Centering it all the way through to the left wing corner. Bagadoo is there to take it down. How his centering pass trucked the back, and then as he was slammed downside the goal by the newcomer Hayden Wake, covered behind the Rumblebee goal to our left by Dave Nicoletti. We're scoreless. We're reaching the 3-minute mark of the opening period. Nicoletti at his own line. Finds his way to center. Rink quad on right wing for Karn deep net. Hilk sheets it down deep in the Watertown zone. He couldn't control them. Back comes Watertown their away. From center zone, Cameron Dimmitt, who had 3 assists last night, aims it in behind the Rumblebee goal. The rebound to the left wing boards, and Nat is there. Nat will just angle it the length of the ice till negate icing. Forcing Vladimir Ford deep. On the right defense along the boards now for Kyle Powell. Back for Ford on the left defense at his own line. He delivers it to the Rumblebee zone. On the left defense, it's Mark Steele. He'll steer it to center where Kyle Powell stutters, peppers play over the Rumblebee line on left wing. Shooting! Blocked in front by Steele, wrapped up Boudreau, and back from the Rumblebees. Now Champlain on left wing. John Champlain from center will rim it around the back wall deep in the Watertown zone. Powell on the left side returns it to the Rumblebee zone. Lampo controls. He's romping through center. He's around Powell over the Watertown line, dropping it back diagonally left point for Steele. Placed off his hit by Boudreau, and he sends that one skimming to center. Where Nuskopf on right wing returns it into his own zone for Susan, relaying in the middle of center. Max Nuskopf over the Watertown line on the right board for centering for Nuskoff. Nuskoff forced one of the boards by Dallas. Desjardins on the left side. Desjardins really crunched him, but Nuskoff did offer the shot, and that one lands in the glove of the netminder Scott, who is right on his short side. No further play. Bumblebees have all 5 of the shots on goal. They've come out early with a lot of energy, but the game's close. Nat did have a breakaway in the opening moments. From the faceoff, controlled out by Watertown, and they're away. Liam Little on left wing at center of the Rumblebee line. He was really rocked by Minnie. And there'll be a Rumblebees penalty coming up, and now I believe we have another Rumblebee player who's down in a heap behind the goal. He's hurt. The original Rumblebee penalty was coming to Gino Minnie, who really crashed the Watertown player along the boards with a bone-jarring jolt. Rumblebee player finally regaining his skates is Carl Munson, 6'1", 196. And over at the waist, and he will sashay in a rather chinchilla-like fashion to the Rumblebee bench. The penalty, I believe, is to Gino Minnie. It's a 2-minute minor at 4:46. Minnie, the rookie from Oakland University out of suburban Detroit. The power play for Mentor. I think we're going to have twin minors because of the fact that Munson was splattered after the whistle behind the Rumblebee goal to our left. So it's Minnie for the Rumblebees. We'll check on the penalty. We'll check on the penalty for the Watertown team. Both teams are a man short at the time, 4:46. Now Tony Lampo at his own line. He's underway. At center for Mark Steele. Steele hurries into the Watertown line. He left it on the left wing board there for John Champlain. He'll backhand it behind the goal. Dug out there by Lampo. Now Lampo works it back. Left point for Steele. Steele shot! Right on. So the netminder Blake Scott pounded in his radar screen and brought it down high. No further play. The penalties were 4:46. Both teams a man short. The game is scoreless. From the face-off, collected deep in his own left corner by Watertown's defenseman Marvin Powell. At center, Desjardins over the line along the left wing board through Devaney. Devaney was wrapped up there by Susie, but dug out left corner by Desjardins. Centering a block between the rings by Howie. He sent that away at center over the Watertown line. The Carn deep net shot was right on. Kicked out by Scott. Rebound control by Watertown. Now Devaney, who has a goal in both games. He's away at center. Maneuvers us for the Rumblebee line. He's through the defense. Point right in on goal. The backhand shot. He scores. Joe Devaney with an electrifying coast-to-coast flight. He unzipped and untwisted the Rumblebee defense, and then Deke Eisenhower out of the crease, and with a deft touch on the backhand, he feathers it home at 5:57. Devaney's sick. He's notched a goal in each game in this series. Time of the goal, 5:57. And it's now a 1-0 Watertown lead. That goal came with both teams a man short. 8th time in 9 games that the Rumblebees have surrendered the game's first goal. It's Devaney from Kugler at 5:57. Joe Devaney 6 from Preston Kugler at 5:57. Well, both teams are a man short and will continue to be for 25 seconds due to the penalties to Michael Descharlet and to the Rumblebees. to the Rumblebees player, Max Neskov. Now Kyle Powell gains the Rumblebee line. He tried to direct it to the left wing board. Fault it there by McElroy. Scott in the middle. Center Mini. Mini gallops in over the Watertown line with a shot. Oh, Scott had to be blade sharp on that one. The rebound to the right corner. Chased down by Mini. Mini was stripped naked neatly along the board by Derek Boudreau. Sweeps it to center. Howie steps back on. Now it's Adam Howie springing in over the Watertown line. He swoops in behind the goal. He'll circle the net. Lost control to York on the offensive left board. York at center now over the line for Boudreau. He'll wheel to the Rumblebee left wing corner. He was really ragged down to the ice by Mini. But tuck out in the same corner by Michael Desjardins at the top of the left circle, feeding left point for Powell, left board for Boudreau. Now Boudreau goes frontside right point for Powell. The shot! Oh, Eisenhower, the rebound right in front of the goal. Nicoletti is there. On right wing at center, Nadu charges in over the Watertown line with a shot. Oh, pad save Scott. Rebound left point now for Munson. Spliced off is hit by Desjardins racing through center at the Rumblebee line on right wing. The Dallas Desjardins shot is right on. Eisenhower the save as he sealed the short side. No further play. We played 7:43 first period, and though they've outshot Watertown 9-4, the Rumblebees trail 1-0. 70 from Kugler, 5:57, while both teams are man short. Both teams now back at full strength. From the face-off and a 1-0 Watertown lead, they're away. Bryce Litke from left wing at center will float it into the corner. Whistle sounds. And I believe that puck may have been hit with a high stick. That's a call. Puck was struck with a high stick. That'll produce the face-off circle left of Eisenhower in the Battle Creek goal. 70 from Kugler. They're 5:57. 1-0 Watertown. They're 5-1 this season when they generate the game's first goal. On the face-off, Malcolm Zander on left wing. Strides to center. Flings it behind the goal. Scott with goal blocked for Litke. Right side of the goal for Kalpusas. Now Kalpusas cross ice on left wing at center. Jamie Lucas, who tears into the Rumblebee line. He set it up behind the goal for Bagadou. Back on the right point for Kalpusas. He is around Sander with a shot. Oh, he blazed it wide. Rebound into the corner. Charging in from left point was Litke to control it in behind the goal. There's going to be a penalty coming up. I believe it's Jamie Lucas. He rudely tumbled Chino Mini into the back wall behind the Rumblebee goal with a rather wicked cross-check, and Lucas, who scored the game's first goal last night in the Wolves' 5-0 walloping of the Rumblebees, will be banished. Lucas, 2 minutes for cross-checking Chino Mini as he really sent Mini crash landing behind the Rumblebee goal. The time of the penalty is 8:34. Rumblebee's power play is 0 for 7 in the series and only 4 for 40 on the season. That's the worst in the league, 10% proficiency. Lucas, 2 minutes for cross-checking at 8:34. It's 1-0 Watertown, controlled by Lampo. Left wing boards deep in the Watertown zone. Behind the goal for net. Now left point for Lampo. Back left point for Susi. Susi walks the line straight away, center point, left server, Lampo, the shot, and Dallas Desjardins deflects that over the glass into the crowd behind that Watertown goal to our right. No further play. Lucas for Watertown, 2 minutes for cross-checking at 8:34. First power play for either team today, 1-0 Watertown. From the face-off, puck controlled now by the Wolves on the right boards. Desjardins up the boards at center for brother Michael Desjardins, who dashes to over the Rumblebee line. He'll redirect it back to his own zone, settling the bouncing puck. Powell back into his own right server, Kugler. Kugler in the middle at center at Eric Boudreau. He'll deliver it into the Rumblebee zone. Tracked down in the right wing corner by Tony Lampo. Turns it over to Boudreau. Boudreau centering for Michael Desjardins. The shot! Oh, that was right on. And Eisenhower stepped out left corner to the crease to cover. After the Rumblebees were somewhat careless with the puck security. puck management in front of their own goal. They have surrendered a league-high 4 short-handed goals against. 106 for the power play from the face-off. The puck controlled in the Rumblebee left corner by Nicoletti. Now Dave Nicoletti chased in behind the goal by Liam Little. A reverse from the left board from Munson. He didn't expect it. Stolen there by Derek Boudreau, working feverish in the offensive right corner before he's cracked by Minnie. Rumblebees will control on their own right wing boards. Now it's Nicoletti for Alvis, and he's away. Ryan Alvis steps out the center, angles it to an open wing, all the way back behind the Watertown goal to our right. Hovering there is Port on right wing for Boudreau at center of Vladimir Port. He roars into the Rumblebee line. He'll swoop in behind the goal. He'll circle the net. The centering pass for Dallas Desjardins. He fanned on the shot. Rumblebees have the power play for 12 seconds. They trail 1-0. Minnie in front of the goal. On the left defense at his own line for Nicoletti. Up the boards at center for Karn deep net. He'll pivot. Fire behind the goal. Scott stepped out, throw it around the boards. Minnie pinches right point. Purloined off. His stick by Litke, and Litke will return it to Rumblebee territory. The Lucas penalty over. Now Minnie on right wing from center will deliver it behind the goal. Tracked down by Karn deep net, working on Litke. Litke stripped him at the back. Wall controlled by Watertown, and they're away. Michael Desjardins through center of the Rumblebee line. He'll pull up at the top of the right circle. Circle the circle for Litke. The shot. Eisenhower sealed the short side. The rebound behind the goal. And from there, it's Dimmick with the wraparound shot. He scores. Cameron Dimmick. And it's 2-0 Watertown. Dimmick from behind the goal caught Eisenhower coming off his left post, and he cuts it home, bending it home on the sweet, unique wraparound technique. The time of the goal, 11:09. And Watertown has scored 2 unanswered first period goals. They have 3 unanswered last time. They have scored 7 consecutive first period goals against the Rumblebees in this series since Nathan Anderson Bush gave them a 1-0 lead. The Rumblebees a 1-0 lead. Back on game 1 Friday night at the 8:30 mark of the first period. Dimmitt's second of the year is first in this series. The single assist to Dallas Desjardins, and the time of the goal is 11:09, 2-0 Watertown. From the face-up, center circle, not soft, gains the line, dishes left circle for Champlain, circle the circle for Lampo, back now center point, straight away for Steele, Steele shot, that was blocked by Lucas, who stepped out the pressure. Back come the Wolves, now Port on right wing. Port gains the Rumblebee line along the boards. Punched there by Bush. Anderson comes back to Port right point. Cross ice up boards for Hunter. Hunter goes circle the circle where York was behind him. Rumblebees are away. At center zone, Bush Anderson was upended by York, who stole it. Steps into the Rumblebee line. He tried to bolt in front. Skated off by Steele and back on the Rumblebees. Neskov at his own line. Now Max Neskov with the Rumblebees in the middle of a change will return it out of harm's way behind the goal on the defense for Ethan Bush Anderson. Now Anderson on the left wing board for Minnie. Minnie leads it for Bush Anderson. Now Bush Anderson on right wing at center. Minnie overskated. Stolen there by Dimmick over the Rumblebee line. Dimmick is in alone on the defense with a shot. Oh, kicked out by Eisenhower. Rebound for Dimmick behind the goal. Centering pitch, George shoots right on. Eisenhower closed the door short side. Rebound on left wing for Nat. In the middle of center for Howie. Beyond his outstretched stick to the Watertown line. They'll control from there. Now it's Devaney. Devaney at center circle. Escapes the clutches of Munson as he steered it into the Battle Creek zone. 2-0 Watertown. Rumblebees control it. Center Alvis on right wing over the Watertown line for Malcolm Zander. Zander left to right circle. Munson with a shot. He marshmallowed it. He whopped it over top of the net and back come the Wolves in their way. Liam Little through center, roaring into the Rumblebee line. He was really racing. He'll dish it to the left wing corner, down low deep for Michael Desjardins. He was spun around there by Hayden Way, who's crunched along the boards by Little. Fair to three, top of the circle with Michael Desjardins, angling to the right point for Kalpusas to the right wing circle number Desjardins. Centering pitch, right in front. Lipke's shot, he scores. Bryce Lipke converts. And it's a 3-0 Watertown lead. Lipke's goal at 14:05. The last two goals have been 2:56 apart. And Watertown has duplicated their scoring exploits from the first period last night. They've scored 8 straight first period goals in this series. Lipke's first of the season. As he just powered in from left point. Lipke on the goal. Assist to Michael Desjardins, and the second assist for Devaney at 14:05. Faceoff will come outside the line. 90-second break. It's Watertown 3, the Rumblebees nothing. This is Rumblebees hockey on 102.7 FM, the Fat One.
The greatest hits of all time. WFAT Battle Creek. AM 930 and 102.7, the Fat One.
Looking to add some holiday decor to your home? Why not build it at the Home Depot's free do-it-yourself workshop? You can assemble your very own light-up Christmas sign with help from an experienced store associate. Then you can place it on your mantle and let it light up your holiday season. Today is the day for doing, so register now at homedepot.com/workshops. Thursday, November 21st at 6:30 p.m. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
The holidays. Time for hot cocoa, mistletoe, and spreading joy. A different kind of joy. The joy of pushing your limits on snowy mornings.
You feel that, Peloton? That's greatness.
The joy of getting the right motivation when you think you can't go any further.
Don't back down now.
The joy of giving it all you've got. Until tomorrow. Because our kind of joy will keep you coming back for more.
Peloton, way to work. Great job, everybody.
This holiday, give the gift of Peloton at onepeloton.com.
Introducing the Capital One Walmart Rewards Card. Earn unlimited 5% back on everything you buy at Walmart online. It's the perfect card for all your family's hints this holiday season. Like 5% back on the air fryer Grandpa told you about when he fell asleep in his chair.
You fry anything.
Or 5% back on the laptop your sister had carolers sing to you. The Capital One Walmart Rewards Card. Earn unlimited rewards, including 5% back at Walmart online. What's in your wallet?
Terms and exclusions apply. Capital One NA.
Back to the playoff, 3-0 Wolves lead. Rumblebees controlling their own zone and they're away. Now Nusskrop at center, over the Watertown line for Lampo on the left board. The centering pass between Ashmarks and circles caught in the skate to John Champlain. Controlled in front of his own goal by Kyle Powell. Across on the left defense for Lipke, back in front of the goal now for Powell on right wing at center. Alex Desjardins beyond him to the front of the Rumblebee goal, covering Susie. Susie at center now. Crabbe dances in over that Watertown line. He'll swerve in behind the goal where he was rubbed down robustly by Lipke. Now Lipke, who had the last goal, rakes it off the boards. Stolen left corner though by Nusskrop. Centering it. That was halted in front now by the Wolves, and they're away. Lucas at center, wheels over the Rumblebee line, dropped in left circle for Yorick. Fired the shot. That's right on. Eisenhower will body block with a chest save and bounce out it. No further play. Terry Pickering rejoining live from the rink, Battle Creek. 4:40 left first period. 3-0 Watertown. Now from the face-off puck along the offensive load towards the Wolves. Tyler Yorick behind the goal for Boudreau. Wrapped up certainly there by Phoenix McElroy. Scott, he'll control that left wing of the zone line for Carnegie. Get up the boards at center. Howie wrapped it off those boards behind the goal. Scott came out, his pass faulted right point by Minnie. Cheeto Minnie shot right through the crease. Back on the Wolves at center zone. Lucas